and welcome to week 7. I hope that everything's going great so far this week. It's Wednesday, August 14th today, and so we're about the halfway mark through the week, and we actually only have about a week and a half left of class. Next week is week 8, and that's the last week of class. I did send an email update out, an announcement in Blackboard this week about completing the online course evaluation. For anybody that completes that evaluation and sends me a screenshot or some type of confirmation that it was completed, not the eval, but just that it was completed, you'll get 10 extra credit points. And anybody that, and then if the whole class receives a 90% average, you'll get 15 extra credit points. If the class receives an average of 90%, then you'll all receive an additional 10 extra credit points for the completion, above average completion of the course survey. So I do encourage you to do that. It's very important to the university and to myself as an instructor to make sure I'm getting feedback on how instruction is going and things like that. So they're doing construction in the room next to me all day, so this is honestly the best time to do this video, and so I apologize for the drilling that you hear. But we are getting through the Diggs Brown's book, page 365 through 410 this week. We're also in the Bivens text, 264 through 276. And you have reflection number 7, writing assignment number 6, and skill exercise number 7 this week. So I'm not going to really explain reflections number 7. It's pretty self-explanatory, simple one-question reflection on some of the reading. But I am going to talk about writing assignment number 6. So it's about speech writing and public relations. You're going to be using chapter 10 of Bivens to help you complete these 3 questions. I want you to really these 3 things you're looking at here in this assignment is looking at the different modes and uses of speech writing and public relations. A lot of people don't realize that public relations professionals usually are speech writers and write a lot of the majority of the speeches for the CEOs and upper management that they're working for. And so this assignment is kind of designed for you to look a little deeper than just reading it in Bivens and answering those 3 questions. Skill exercise number 7 is to write a crisis communication plan for your company that you work for or a company you aspire to work at. So you need to include a 2 to 4 page plan, and in there you need to identify a potential plan to give background information, a step-by-step guide, and designate a media center and appropriate roles for the employees. What this is when you look at situations like, for example, Carnival Cruises and their disaster earlier this year with no electricity, plumbing, or anything like that aboard one of their ships, that's crisis communication. You can't really predict or know what's going to happen to your company that may be a crisis or an issue, but you can plan hypothetically for something. So in this, you're going to pick a company and hypothetically plan for a potential communication crisis that you need to be prepared in. The reason for this is that it's very, very important that when something like this happens or anything happens to your company, even if it's something totally different than what you have in your crisis communication plan, you at least have some protocol and action that people are going to be called to. So you know that person A, B, and C need to be here when we have a crisis, and so on and so forth. So that's really what the point of that is. Now, you can do it for your company and think about if you work and think about some potential things that could happen that the media may come hounding you down for that you need to plan for, or just be prepared or cognizant of. Or you can just do it for a hypothetical company. So you can say, I liked Carnival Cruises, so I'm going to make up my own cruise line called Happy Cruises and create a crisis communication plan if electricity and the plumbing went out. What are we going to do to communicate? What are we going to do to restore our brand? So on and so forth. So that's a little bit of what that is. And that's that assignment in a nutshell. You should actually be well into your media kit for your capstone project. It's due in week 8, but actually if you look at the week 7 agenda, that media kit is actually due a week from today. It is due on August 21st, day 3 of week 8. For those of you that have been through the drill before of ops classes, you know that we are not afforded a lot of grading time, and so my grades are due. Our class ends on a Sunday night. My grades are due by 2 p.m. the following Monday. So that gives me roughly about 12 to 14 hours to turn around grades. So the capstone project is due early. It is due Wednesday, August 21st. And so I want you to plan for that. You have a week from today to get it in. I've been reminding you since about week 4 to kind of look at it and be prepared. So I'm assuming most of you are well into that or have an idea of what you're doing and you're kind of finalizing that up. So you need to really prioritize that. The rest of your assignments for week 8 are due on Sunday. Not everything is due next Wednesday, just the capstone project. I am giving you the rest of the weekend to get that done, so hopefully that will help. If you have any other questions or concerns, some of you have been emailing me about different topics and things like that for your media kit, that's fine. Remember, your skill exercises that you use can be used in this media kit for your writing samples that you have to include. So if you were using the same company every step along the way, you should be able to take some of your skill exercises and put them into your media kit now for that specific portion of the media kit assignment. I am going to be available via email like always, but between now and over the next week and a half, I have 6 different faculty trainings in the next 10 days, so I'm not going to be in the office as much as I like. I am going to be around. I'm going to be on the main campus if you do need to get a hold of me, but I will be answering my email and all of that, so that won't be fine. But if you need to set a time to meet with me, we can definitely arrange it. Just email me ahead of time. For example, today I'm in the office till 4:30. Usually I'm here between about 8 to 4 or 9 to 5 or so, but usually about 8:30 to 4:30 if you need to get in touch with me in person. Other than that, I hope everything's going well and have a good week, okay? Bye-bye.